Hello everybody, so I'm going to use the diamond pressed mixed media kit for Halloween. Excuse me. And I just love this mixed media stuff, I really do. And we're just going to have some fun and just play around and maybe go one by one. I know there's some stuff that I need to try right off the bat because I've been asked about it, and so I'm going to do it. So the kit comes with stamps, we have the screen print, we have these stencils, we have larger stencils. It came with acrylic paint, it's got some screen print, it's got some glitter paste, the foil, the tacky paste, and what was the other one? Texture paste, I believe. So, I have been asked, these are all words, I've got a bin on the floor that's got soapy water, so that's ready to go. I've got this paper right here. This is a cardstock, but it's a very thin cardstock, and but I thought, it should still work. Just fold it and cut. That's all I'm gonna do. Fold it and cut it. So I'm gonna keep that close. We'll put this over here. Oh, what I didn't remember to bring was paper towels. So hopefully I won't need it. So right off the bat, I was going to use one of these, but you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's do the leaves. And I'm going to use, somebody wants me to use, or at least they wanted to know, had I tried using the dimensional paint with a stencil. So that's what we're gonna do right now. And I've got spatula, and we'll just try different techniques right here. I wonder if I need to shake it. See, I'm looking at these gardeners across the street, and they're blowing, and we don't have grass out here, but he's got rock, right? But we still have leaves because everybody's got plants, and they're blowing these leaves all from across the street all the way to our side of the street. No, I'm not saying that they're going to leave them there. I'm just wondering if they're planning on leaving them there. Okay, so I'm going to take and just put some of this dimensional paint here. You know, it's really kind of runny for this, to be honest with you. It's not very thick. So there's that way. But if we wanted to make sure we were keeping it dimensional, then we might try just filling it in, right? Let's see, there's not much left in here. These are pretty small things, and I've been doing some pretty big stuff with it. What I did find when I made the backgrounds with the dimensional paint, boy, that doesn't, okay. When I made the backgrounds, was that it's sticky for, I mean, I got some that are still sticky, and how long has it been? Yeah, that's not gonna work because that's too rough. So that's too big a thing to try to do with that. But let's do this. And let me get one of these other colors. Pink. Never seen pink leaves, but I'm sure somewhere something has some pink leaves. Let's see, it might have just been the orange I was low, because that come out just fine. I do not see me ordering more of the dimensional paint. If it comes in one of the kits, then that's fine. I don't mind getting it, but I wouldn't go order it. So let's have a look and see what we think. Now, if I didn't rub it so much, it would probably look a lot better. But that's actually pretty cool. It's got some good height on it. Yeah, I actually like that. I do. Okay. I'm gonna take and rub this on this tissue paper I got here, because I still want to be able to use this. But I don't want to contaminate everything. That's why I got different stuff here. I'm gonna have a mess there. There's nothing I can do about that, because I didn't bring a rag, so I don't know what's wrong with me. Let's try the bat. And the black. And this black is glitter paste. Ooh. It's like a gray, blue, black. Okay, let's put that in. Oh, it spreads nice. Just like butter. Now I should have thought about it sooner. We could have done the black in bat in black, and come and done something else for the other colors, like the orange. Oh no, that's printer ink, isn't it? Boy, I can smell the glue in this. I mean, that's normal. You're going to smell the glue, but it's normal for there to be a lot of glue in it. It's got to hold that glitter in. I don't want it letting go of the glitter, right? So that would be exactly what I would expect and hope for, I guess, is a way to put it. But look at this. I like this black. Now I can take extra off the top. I just want to make sure I'm not taking it off where it needs to be. And I can put it back in, and so you can see on that bat, I'm a little low in some spots. And I don't want to be low. I wouldn't mind it being low on these other spots, but I don't want it low on the bat. I can see here's a low spot, here's a low spot. So you can see them low spots. Fill them in. But I wouldn't worry too much about, for me anyways, I'm not going to be worried too much about low spots. Why can't I talk today? Low spots. Except for the bat, that's where I would be worried about the low spots. Okay, I'm going to shut this, because I don't want it drying up. And lift this. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love that. Love it, love it. I mean, I'm not a real big Halloween person. Halloween's okay, but oh my goodness. I mean, for even like a Batman fan, that would be amazing. I love it. I am pretty impressed. I love it. Well, I knew I liked this anyways, but this one I especially like it. I can see me using this stencil every year. Halloween, I can see a kid like Batman. You know, it looks like the Batman insignia to me. I'm just grabbing some of this tissue paper, and I know it's loud, and I'm sorry about that, but I just want to try to get some of this up so it doesn't end up all over my clothes and everything. I don't know if it would stain them or not. I don't necessarily want to take that chance. So as long as it's just kind of up, it's okay. You know, I just don't want it wet, and have my clothes rub up against it. Okay, and so we've got screen print in black, screen print in orange. Look, this is a pretty color. And I think what I'm gonna do is what did I do with those smaller? There they are. Oh my. I got the dimensional paint ones in a bad spot. Time for, I gotta use, you know, this, like I said, it's not as thick and it's smaller pieces and stuff. That's why I figured, you know, I'm just gonna use these instead of pulling out the full sheets of the big multi-purpose paper that I could use for something else where I really do need a full large size sheet. What I want to do is something here that I can maybe use with the bats. So let's see. No boob, no pumpkin. Fabulous. Spooktacular would work. I think wasn't that gonna work. Wicked. No. Haunting. Bewitching. So we got these two. So let's do first, let's do the texture paste. I'm going to use Spooktacular. And that's basically all we need to do. Take that off. Look, that's nice. You can see that I did there, but you know, I can trim that out. When I use it, I just have to go along the bottom and closer to the side. I'm going to scrape what's on here. Okay, that's going to go in my bin of water. So as soon as I'm done, I'm just putting it straight into the bin of water, all of them. If I had some rags, then I could, if I wanted to use the same one over again, I could. And I was going to do this one on the same piece of paper, but now that I think about it, I'm thinking that's not a good idea because I want to run it through the machine, right? So we're going to go ahead and use a different sheet of paper. Uh-oh. Oh, let me get my hands in there because okay. Spectacular. Now, haunting. I'm going to use the tacky. And I know I have a bunch already opened, but I'm going to go ahead and use this one. Because it's indicated it's right here, and it's just open the lid and it's open. So I'm going to take this. This is thicker. I don't think I'm going to need that much. And then, I don't know how thick we need it, but there's that. Okay. And then we have to let that dry, and then we can go over it with the foil. And this foil color is so pretty. I love it. I love that color. And, yeah. I just love the color. So, I'm gonna... And I didn't mess it up when I picked it up. Yay, okay. Straight into the water bin. Okay, let's see what this says, and let's check and see what we did. Okay, glitter paste, and we went right on. It says tips and tricks. Make sure to fully cure before touching. Use the tape to keep your stencil in place. Clean your stencils and tools immediately. And any extra can be picked up and put back in the jar. So we did all that. Acrylic paint we haven't done yet. Stamps and stencils combinations. Their instructions are wonderful. Texture paste can be used as a clear coating or with color added. I have not done that. To add color, use your spatulas. Scoop out some of the texture paste. Then add acrylic paint. And then put it through a screen or a stencil. Hold it in place with low-tack or washi. For a full background, take your spatula and spread the texture paste across the stencil in the same fashion as icing. Be sure to cover all the areas of the stencils. Use the larger. Carefully remove the tape and lift off the stencil. Set it aside. Let it dry. Tips and trick. Sprinkle glitter right after you use it. Make sure and clean with very fine designs. Use the spray. Once it's dry, it will resist water-based inks, so we can use the resist technique. So that's what I plan on doing with that. Make sure to rest your product on a flat surface. Drying time varies between 20 minutes to 120 minutes. So that all depends. Tacky paste and foil, that's what we were getting ready to do. But that's going to take a while to dry too. Wait until it's partially dried. Doesn't say how long. After 24 hours, it's unusable. Let's see what else we got here. Screen print, we know that. We got that. We know how to screen print, and then of course techniques, and then we have acrylic paints. Let's do some stuff with the acrylic paint. Another piece of paper. Oh. Texture. I need to move it. So if you missed my haul video, I bought the original kit again because they had it really pretty reasonable, I thought. And for what comes in the pack, and I thought I can take that and split that up and divide that up and have that as one of the giveaway things for my 500 subscribers. So we have that. Okay, we're just going to use Bewitching. And we're going to use purple acrylic paint. And all they did was spread it in the stencil. Now, I don't know how well that's going to work, because, I mean, I always think acrylic paint is not really that thick, right? That's what I always think. So let's see. Let's see, I'm just worried that it's going to creep underneath the stencil. Now this can't go back in. I don't care what they say. I can't get that back in that little tube. There's not a chance that I'm going to get that done. But this is getting really sticky, and I might have to put it in the water bath. Ooh, but see that end? Not quite as sharp as it should be, but it's acrylic paint, right? So there's that. Now the other thing we didn't do that they said about doing, let me bring this up so you can see it closer. There's a little bit of stuff, but not much. Okay, and 24 minutes. I did want to do a little bit with the screen printing, but I wanted to see. I never thought about adding color, and I'm sure they must have said, and I just never noticed it. So we're going to take, and maybe we need to pick a stencil. I'm sorry, folks, but I do not like Wicked. I don't like Wicked. I'm going to use, we just did purple, so pumpkin is orange. We did something orange already. How about fabulous. And we'll make it green. Now this is not supposed to be orange, it's supposed to be yellow. This acrylic paint. But let's do this. Well, we can split it up, right? We can do half green and half yellow. So let's do this half in the green. Come on, paint. I'm trying to get it out, but I don't want too much. Did I do this on the first one? I don't recall doing this. But that's not a very good green, so it's going to take a lot more paint than that. And you're making it liquidier, so you're taking some of the texture away when you do that. You're going to end up with more like the acrylic, but you'll get maybe a swirl of color if you want. Okay. And that's enough of the green. And I'm obviously just going to wipe that off, or it's going to make my yellow a yellow green. So let's try the yellow and see if it's yellow or orange, or maybe a golden yellow. It looks like a golden yellow. Let's mix it with the paste and see. It's definitely, the paint itself is a golden yellow. But I think when we mix it with the texture paste, it's going to end up being yellow. Yeah, because it lightens it that much, you know. But I don't know if you can tell, but it definitely gets thinner. So I'll show you, hang on. So there it is with the acrylic paint. Actually, it's better than I thought. It's got more height than I thought because I don't know if you can tell how much height is there. And this is the paint. So if I hold them next to each other, and if you look, so this is way, I don't know if you can tell, but it is way higher. There's more structure to it. But here is the texture paste by itself. And it does seem pretty close. So that's not bad. I am not. That's good to me. To me, it's good. Alright, because I thought that wet, you know, pretty wetness on there would be kind of, but no. Okay, so that's them. So let me put these back in here. And put this back in here. That's the foil. I'm still waiting. Hoping this kind of will dry out. The haunting, so we could try it. But in the meantime, okay, good. We've got time still. So we got the screen print, and it's always saying about the screen print. Let me try to wipe some of this off. And wipe it on the tissue. But this is gonna go in the thing. I'm not gonna use it no more. I'm switching out. All that wet paint to the inside of the tissue paper. And I'm gonna bring out these screen prints. And we're gonna try the different stuff on the screen prints, because like it said, even with the, you know, we're getting the ink. But it's saying even, you know, do the acrylic paints through the print screens or screen prints or whatever you want to call it. And, you know, stuff like that. So I thought, let's try different things through those screen prints. Through the screens. It's really what they are the screens for the screen print. But where I'm a little confused, come over there, is when I got the kit and I was looking, I don't remember it seeming like it was a sticker underneath. And I know you got to take that off. So there, like that, right? So I'm going to go ahead and run it this way. Screen print ink, we got orange and black. Now it says we can try the acrylic paint too. So what I'm going to do, before I get this messed up, and you know what, I might use a brush with the screen print stuff and just do some of the leaves in the orange. And you're just gonna use the brush to get it down in there, right? So I'm just gonna do, hopefully I'm getting it down in there good. It says to just kind of push it in. So you can see I'm just kind of tapping it. Let's see if this is the right way to do it. And then this one I think I'll do too. I want to make sure I have enough on there. Okay. So that's good. So now what I'm going to do, I'm not doing black leaves. It's not going to happen. But I will use a little bit of the green. Maybe the yellow I could too. Maybe the yellow would be better. Maybe I will use. The reason I want the green is because I know when I mix this green with this orange, I'm going to get three colors. I'm going to get orange, green, and probably some brown from them being mixed. So that's why I was kind of, yeah, I'll use the green. So we got screen print ink is orange and the acrylic paint is the green. So we want to kind of see, are they going to work out the same, right? So I'm just going to kind of mix a little bit of stuff together. Okay. I'm going to put this brush right straight in the water bin. And we're going to lift. Let's see what we have. Oh, they did both work really well. So I don't know, why do we need screen print ink if the acrylic paint is going to work just as well? Maybe does it give a different look? It might stand up a little bit better. I'm not so sure. But that turned out pretty nice. You got a little bit of brown there. On these two, there's a little touches of brown. So that actually worked out pretty good. Alright. What else did they say to try through the screens? I was sure there was something else they said. Try putting it through the screen. Okay. So glitter paste, it just says stencil. I thought I read it a few times, different stuff. Texture paste. Stencil or screen print on cardstock in place with low-tack. So texture paste, they say, can go into a screen print. So we're going to get some texture paste. And I'm going to get another brush. Texture paste. And a color. But let me see first which one of these we want to use, and that might tell us if we want to do... There's a witch. I would have done her purple. You're the pick of the patch. It's not that easy to peel this paper off of here. There we go. Alright. So, you're the pick of the patch. Let's do a little bit of yellow. And I'm going to add just a tiny bit of green. And then just the tiniest bit. And then I'll mix it, but I won't mix it too well. And then as I put it on, hopefully we'll get the 3 different hues. Some yellow. Oh, no, this ain't going to make brown because there's no... But if we get yellow, green, and then the lighter green, I don't know. I just am not mixing it great. Mixing it, I'm not mixing it great. Okay. And just got to kind of push it through the screen. Okay. So, pushing it down, you can kind of see I'm doing the same thing. Okay. Let's see how the texture paste went in. Yeah. It's lighter than I thought, so you're not going to be able to see it very well, but it did. It went in very nicely. I'm going to have a mess to clean on that bed. Man, that is amazing. That is just, there is some fine, intricate lettering pick of the, I mean, wow. I love that. I love this stuff. Okay, what else does it say will work? Not glitter paste, we already determined that. Texture paste, we use tacky paste. Get tacky paste. Does not say anything about using a screen print. Now, the screen print, yeah. So, I guess we've tried everything. I don't know if this, shall we try it? We're going to come over here and we're going to get the foil. There's a little bit of tape holding it on, so I want to get that clipped. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm looking, and those gardeners, awesome. I'd hire them. They cleaned up every bit of those leaves. I cannot see one leaf out in that street. They cleaned up every bit of it. So, and they had it all over. All of it. I was like, oh my gosh. I think that's why I thought they weren't planning to pick it up. Because it was so bad all over. I thought there's no way they'll be able to pick it up. So if they were planning to pick it up, they wouldn't be doing it now. I just figured they wouldn't have let it get that bad if they were planning on cleaning it up. But nothing in the street whatsoever. And so I'm just rubbing it. Trying to get every bit of it covered and rubbed in. And I personally, I like it run through better. And it just does better. This just leaves it a little bit, you miss spots. Some spots just don't take the foil this way. If I can show you. Let me see. Yeah, I think it wasn't ready because it's holding it. See? It wasn't ready, so it's not doing nothing. So maybe I'll come back in a little bit because it's still there and it's still tacky. So maybe I can do it at the beginning of another video or something, but we're not going to be able to do it now. But it does work. You just have to have, it just has to have plenty of time to dry, and we did a lot of stuff. I mean, we did a lot of stuff. So, everything's still so wet though. Look at that. I'm in love with that. So if we took out and cut out, no, that wouldn't take that, bewitching, spooktacular. That's another thing we need to do. So maybe I'll do another video and we'll do the haunting and then we'll add color to this because they say this resists. So we'll do some watercolor and then that can go down there. Alright everybody. If you like my videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me and please join me again. And God bless everybody. Bye-bye.